For many years, scientists have studied and speculated over the dinosaur, wrestling with how and when they came into being, and of course how and why they departed the Earth so abruptly. The mainstream scientific view is that dinosaurs evolved into being about 220 million years ago and died about 65 million years ago due to three possible extinction events. Volcanism, that is volcanic activity, plate tectonics, that is continental drift, and the Alvarez hypothesis, which is comets or meteors colliding with the Earth. The truth is that evidence points to a global flood that wiped out the dinosaurs. Most remains of dinosaurs have been found all over the world in what is called the dead bird position, drifting poses with the neck arched right back due to choking, and scientists say that these were localized floods. But how can much frailer animals have survived one of the three aforementioned cataclysms unless there was some form of protection given them during the catastrophe? Perhaps an ark? It's by far the best answer, but its association with the Bible robs this view of its rightful place, and modern man has long desired to separate science from the Bible. At the beginning of the 19th century, the remains of these creatures began to be discovered and recorded. Forget about giants, these were giant reptiles. Some of them looked like dragons, with the likes of the Triceratops being larger than an elephant and having a fearsome array of horns on its armored skull, and the Brachiosaurus and the Ultrasaurus, each weighing in at more than 80 tons and standing as tall as a 5-story building. And how could I not mention the king tyrant lizard known as the Tyrannosaurus rex, standing 20 feet tall and 40 feet long, with a massive head boasting 6-inch fangs and running at a top speed of around 20 kilometers an hour. Out of all the creatures ever discovered throughout the Earth, none seem so out of place and so overly extreme as the dinosaur. They were like an overkill of nature, and perhaps the most challenging mystery that will ever face the modern world of paleontology. Their uniqueness has fueled a multi-billion-dollar global industry targeted at children. What better advertisement to fuel an evolutionist worldview agenda than on the back of jaw-dropping ferocious beasts? How they managed to integrate these things into an evolutionist world model is something that would have challenged even David Copperfield. And nobody mentioned Dinosaur Transitions, by the way. Sir Richard Owen, a renowned British paleontologist, coined the collective term Dinosauria, which is a Greek word meaning terrible lizards, actually derived from two Greek words, Dainos meaning terrible, powerful and wondrous, and Sauros meaning lizard. Hence the popular term that we use for them today, dinosaur. The word dinosaur first appeared in 1841, and the term used to describe large lizards before this was, believe it or not, dragon. But more than 3,000 years earlier, the Bible referred to these creatures as Tanin, which is singular, and Tananim, which is plural, sometimes appearing as Tananim Gedolim. Such references occur approximately 28 times in the Hebrew Bible. The word Tanin has gone unnoticed due to translator emphasis using an array of words in its place, such as great reptile, whale, serpent, dragon, creature, great creature, sea serpent, jackal, monster, and snake. There are two additional Hebrew words to denote two specific species of dinosaur. Apart from Tanin, which is a general term, there is the behemoth and the leviathan. Surprisingly, these two names are still used very sparingly in our language today. The behemoth is believed to be a sauropod, possibly a brachiosaurus, referred to in Job 40 verses 15 through 19, with the reference moves his tail like a cedar, being an obvious giveaway, challenging the common misconception that this refers to either an elephant or a hippopotamus. The leviathan, from its biblical description, is believed to be a chronosaurus cited in Job 41. Again, some Bible translations misinterpret this creature as a crocodile or alligator, even though Job 41 goes on to describe the creature as being a deep-sea dweller that cannot be penetrated by sword, javelin, spear, dart, and regards iron as straw. Some believe this to be describing a crocodile or alligator, yet these two creatures are considered land animals, not deep-sea dwellers as the verse states. All over the archaeological world, there are telltale signs of dinosaurs' existence in the time of man. One such example is that of a Mesopotamian cylinder seal from approximately 3300 BC that appears in a work called The Art of Ancient Mesopotamia by Anton Mortgat, and shows curious creatures displayed on its surface that are almost 100% anatomically correct to the appearance of an Apatosaurus, which previously went by the name Brontosaurus. The shape of the legs alone is a signature that these could not have been any any other type of animal. The muscle definition in the renderings is very similar to a modern day artist's rendering, and even the harsher skeptic would have to ask where an artist so long ago would have gotten the idea to draw such accurate depictions unless he observed one in the flesh. The only extreme difference appears to be the angular heads. Various commentaries on this observation revealed that more and more archaeologists are admitting that the presence of cartilage, unable to withstand the test of time like bones, could have been the reason for this discrepancy. Ultimately, there is no conflict with the dinosaurs in the Bible whatsoever. In actual fact, the only conflict is their existence and the mainstream scientific model of evolution and astrologically huge date setting that goes on. Scientists are constantly readjusting and retweaking dates on their date timelines, and it's a wonder that anybody holds any credence for them at all. The Jews have always known of the existence of dinosaurs, and yet few people ever take the initiative to ask. Modern science is always catching up to the Torah. This need not ever be the case, but the enemy knows that he has but a short time, and he wrestles against the righteous to lead people away from the truth. Thank you very much for joining me on another Weird Hebrew Tale, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. It would really help us out. Bye for now. If you like the content of this channel, get a hold of this book. It is literally jam-packed with information you will not find in most Torah publications. Its pages include topics like the fable of the money-hungry Jew, the lie that propelled the Holocaust, the real root of anti-Semitism, rightly dividing Mashiach, which contains startling truths about the Messiah you will not read anywhere else, Judaism in the New Testament, updated information about the creation of the Golem and the false Messiah, the commandment to wage war, the truth about the Shield of David, a compendium of all the false teachings in the Messianic movement to help you navigate what is truth, biblical capital punishment, and why you should be frightened of sinning, the significance of the land of Israel, the obligations of the student, the eye in the triangle, sanctified sex, how to think like a Jew, and much, much more. There is also an updated chapter 1, and along with all the other chapters, has hundreds of footnotes and references. This is a book that took 10 years to research and compile, and will be a welcome addition to the library of any discerning student of Torah and Mashiach. Get it today on Amazon and other online bookstores. Bye for now.